Welcome, everyone. Today we're driving into the incredible world of human eye, starting with its external structure. Our eyes are a complex organ that allows us to perceive the world around us. To understand how they work, let's start by exploring the external structure.
Have you ever wondered why our eyes are white? What's the significance of this seemingly blank canvas that frames the colorful iris and the black pupil? Today, we delve into the anatomy and function of the white of the eye, known as the sclera. The sclera is the opaque, fibrous, protective outer layer of the human eye. It plays a pivotal role in maintaining the eye's shape and offering a tough shield against external trauma. The word sclera comes from the Greek word skleros, meaning hard. This name is a fitting descriptor for this resilient tissue. Covering about 5/6 of the eye's surface area, the sclera starts at the cornea and extends all the way to the optic nerve at the back of the eye. With a thickness of about 1 millimeter, it's the eye's equivalent of a tough coat of armor. The sclera is primarily made up of collagen and elastic fiber. This composition not only gives the sclera its characteristic white color, but also provides it with the strength and flexibility to withstand pressure changes inside the eye. A lesser-known feature of the sclera is its role in eye movement. Attached to the sclera are extraocular muscles, which are responsible for the eye's ability to look in different directions. These muscles tug and pull on the sclera, allowing us to glance around our environment without turning our heads. The sclera also serves an aesthetic purpose. It provides a stark contrast to the colorful iris, drawing attention to the eye and enhancing facial expressions. This makes the sclera a significant factor in human communication and social interaction. Now, the sclera is not a simple white shell. It has a rich supply of blood vessels on its surface, visible as tiny pink lines. These vessels are part of the body's immune response and can become more prominent during times of infection or inflammation, a condition commonly known as bloodshot eyes. To wrap it up, the sclera is far more than just the white of the eye. It's a protective shield, a facilitator of movement, a canvas for expression, and an indicator of overall eye health. Its resilience, flexibility, and stark white color make it a key player in the complex system that is human vision. So, the next time you look into a mirror, give a nod of appreciation to the sclera. It's doing a lot more work than it gets credit for, silently helping you navigate and interact with the world around. Have you ever wondered how a thin, transparent layer in your eye plays a crucial role in your ability to see the world? Today we unravel the mystery of the cornea. The human cornea, contrary to popular belief, is not a simple, inert piece of clear tissue. It is an active, living part of our body, and one of the most essential components of our visual system. Think of the cornea as the window of the eye, providing us with a clear view of the world. It's a remarkable structure, only about 0.5 millimeter thick, but packed with millions of nerve endings. This protective layer shields the rest of the eye from harmful particles, such as dust and germs, while also playing a key role in focusing light. Diving deeper into the anatomy of the cornea, we find it is divided into 5 layers, each with its own unique function. The outermost layer, the epithelium, acts as a protective shield, preventing foreign objects from penetrating the eye. Beneath this lies the Bowman's layer, a tough, resilient layer that safeguards from injury. The third layer, the stroma, takes up most of the cornea's thickness and is composed of water, collagen fibers, and cells. These fibers are meticulously arranged, allowing the cornea to be both strong and transparent. The descemet's membrane follows next, a thin but strong sheet that protects the eye from infection and injury. Lastly, the endothelium works tirelessly to keep the cornea clear by pumping out excess water from the stroma. The cornea's primary function is to refract or bend light as it enters the eye. Acting as the eye's outermost lens, it controls and focuses the entry of light, contributing to about 2/3 of the eye's total optical power. Additionally, the cornea also aids in producing a clear vision by contributing to various eye abilities like depth and color perception. It's like a master of multitasking, playing multiple roles to ensure we see the world as beautifully and clearly as possible. In conclusion, the cornea, though a small, transparent part of our eye, plays an enormous role in our vision. It not only protects the eye, but also handles a significant part of the light-focusing function, making it indispensable for clear vision. It's a testament to the intricate and precise design of our bodies, reminding us of the complexity hidden within seemingly simple structures. So, the next time you marvel at a beautiful sunset or enjoy the vibrant colors of a blooming flower, remember, it is your cornea's hard work that makes these delightful sights possible. The human eye is a complex and fascinating organ. It consists of several parts, including the iris and the pupil. The iris is the colored part of the eye, which gives each person their unique eye color. It is made up of muscles that control the size of the pupil. The pupil, on the other hand, is the black circular opening in the center of the iris. It appears black because it absorbs light that enters the eye. The size of the pupil can change depending on the amount of light present. In bright light, the pupil constricts or becomes smaller to limit the amount of light entering the eye. In dim light, the pupil dilates or becomes larger to allow more light in. The iris and pupil work together to regulate the amount of light that enters the eye. This is important for maintaining clear vision and protecting the delicate structures inside the eye. The iris and pupil also play a role in the eye's ability to focus on objects at different distances. Understanding the iris and pupil can help us appreciate the incredible design and functionality of the human eye. First, we have the conjunctiva, a transparent membrane covering the eyeball and inner surface of the eyelids. Next, the lacrimal gland, our personal tear factory, diligently producing tears to keep our eyes moist. The meibomian gland, on the other hand, secretes an oily substance that prevents our tears from evaporating too quickly. And finally, our eyelashes and eyelids, the physical barriers that shield our eyes from dust and debris. So, buckle up as we embark on this journey of discovery about our eyes. First off, we have the conjunctiva, the eye's protective shield. This clear, thin membrane covers the white part of the eye or the sclera and lines the inside of the eyelids. It's almost like a transparent armor guarding your eyes against dust, bacteria, and other foreign particles that could potentially cause harm. The conjunctiva's structure is fascinating. It's made up of several layers, each with a specific role to play. The outermost layer, known as the epithelium, consists of cells that are tightly packed together, forming a sturdy barrier against the outside world. Just beneath this, we find the substantia propria, a layer rich in blood vessels and immune cells. This layer is the conjunctiva's built-in defense system, ready to fight off any intruders that manage to breach the epithelium. But the conjunctiva isn't all about defense, it's also about maintenance. One of its key roles is to produce mucus and tears, which keep the eye moist and comfortable. This moisture also helps maintain clear vision by ensuring the cornea, the eye's clear front surface, remains smooth and transparent. The conjunctiva's magic lies in its dual role. It protects the eye from potential threats and ensures the eye's surface remains moist and clear, contributing to our ability to see the world around us. Now that we know about the conjunctiva, let's move on to the tear factory of the eye, the lacrimal gland. Introducing the lacrimal gland, our very own tear factory. Nestled in the upper outer part of the eye socket, this almond-shaped organ is a marvel of nature. Its primary responsibility is to produce the aqueous or watery layer of your tears. Now let's get down to the nuts and bolts. The lacrimal gland consists of numerous small lobules separated by connective tissue. Each lobule houses acini, tiny grape-like structures that generate the tear fluid. This fluid contains a cocktail of vital components including water, proteins, and electrolytes. But the lacrimal gland isn't just a tear factory, it's also a delivery service. It ensures that every time you blink, a thin film of tear fluid is spread across the surface of your eye. This film keeps your eye moisturized, nourished, and free of dust and debris. Of course, the lacrimal gland doesn't work alone. It collaborates with the conjunctiva, a clear tissue covering the white part of your eye and the inner surface of your eyelids. Together, they ensure a smooth and even distribution of tears across the eye. The lacrimal gland is more than just a cog in the machine of your eye's protective system. It's a key player, working tirelessly to keep your eyes healthy and your vision clear. From the tear factory, we now move on to the oil producers of the eyes, the meibomian glands. Next up, we have the meibomian glands, the oil producers of the eyes. Tucked away within the upper and lower eyelids are tiny tube-like structures called the meibomian glands. They are the unsung heroes of ocular comfort, working tirelessly to keep our eyes lubricated. These glands, about 25 to 40 in the upper lid and 20 to 30 in the lower lid, secrete a substance called sebum. What is sebum, you ask? It's an oil, a crucial component of the tear film that covers our eyes. It's the outermost layer of the tear film, sitting atop the water layer and providing a smooth, clear surface for light to pass through. But that's not its only role. This oil layer also serves as a protective barrier, preventing the underlying water layer from evaporating. Without this oil, our eyes would dry out in a blink, quite literally. Imagine the meibomian glands as miniature oil wells, pumping out this essential lubricant each time we blink. This blink and release mechanism ensures a steady supply of oil, keeping our eyes moist and comfortable. But just like any other part of our body, the meibomian glands can sometimes encounter issues. When they malfunction, it can lead to dry eyes, a common condition characterized by discomfort, grittiness, and sometimes blurred vision. After the oil produces, we come to the physical barriers of the eyes, the eyelashes and eyelids. Finally, we have the eyelashes and eyelids, the physical eyelids. Finally, we have the eyelashes and eyelids, the physical barriers of the eyes. The eyelashes, those delicate strands of hair that fringe the eyelid, play an essential role in the protection of our eyes. Acting as sensory structures, they alert us to potential threats, like dust or insects, triggering a blink reflex to shield the eye. Each blink also helps distribute tears evenly across the surface of the eye, keeping it moist and comfortable. Moving on to the eyelids, these flexible flaps of skin are nothing short of remarkable. They serve as the first line of defense against physical harm, swiftly closing to protect the eye from foreign objects or bright lights. But they are not just bodyguards for our eyes. The eyelids also have a nurturing side. Every time we blink, the eyelids spread a thin layer of tears across the eye, hydrating the cornea and conjunctiva and removing any debris. Between blinks, the eyelids provide an essential rest period for the eye, allowing it to refresh and maintain optimal vision. And let's not forget their role in sleep, when they act as blackout curtains, shielding our eyes from light and allowing us to drift into dreams. So you see, these physical barriers are not mere appendages, they're integral parts of a complex system, working together to safeguard our precious eyesight. These physical barriers not only shield our eyes, but also assist in maintaining their moisture. Now, we have a comprehensive understanding of our eye's protective system. This intricate design starts with the conjunctiva, a clear, thin membrane that covers the front of the eye, acting as a protective shield against dust and bacteria. Then we have the lacrimal gland, our tear factory, producing tears to keep our eyes moist, clean, and lubricated. Next in line is the meibomian gland, an unsung hero producing oil that prevents our tears from evaporating too quickly. Our eyelashes, while enhancing our beauty, play a crucial role in keeping foreign particles at bay. Lastly, our eyelids, the physical barriers, blink to spread tears across the eye, providing hydration and flushing out potential irritants. Each component plays a pivotal role in maintaining our eye health. Together, they form an efficient, interconnected system that works around the clock to protect our vision. So, the next time you blink, remember the marvelous system working tirelessly to keep your eyes moist and protected.